Hello everybody, welcome back. This is EonShiKeno. Today I'm going to cast a game here on Metalopolis. We've got a game here between our Orange Terran player, who is playing under the name Lays, who is actually FXOsC, formerly of clan FOU, used to be called SC FOU. So, you've probably seen him in GSL. He's played in some of the GSTL matches, and I can't recall if he's code A or S or not, but if you've watched GSL, you've probably seen him around. And his opponent up here in the top part of the map, Baboom Prime, is actually CheckPrimeWE. So we've got Check here. He's our Zerg player on the top side of the map. Now, based on the observers here, this is probably a Zotac match. Not quite sure. It might be a replay from the Zotac Cup tournament. It wasn't labeled, so your guess is as good as mine. So let's check out what kind of builds we have going here. We do have the first scout going to the Zerg player, just skirting alongside that little base there. He's going to see that. He's going to go probably hang out around here at the top. Just keep an eye on these two gas. That's the one thing you want to scout for as a Zerg player. Basically versus any race. Are they going gas? How many gas? No gas? It's very important to look for. And what are we going to have here? A fast expand or just for a scout? Looks like he's going to have enough minerals. Just going to go straight up for a scout. Yep, scout. Expansion. Expansion going down. We have SC over here. Going to go for a wall off. And his first gas is going to go down. And did Check see that? Yep, he quickly saw that and is getting out of town. And, excuse me. Well, I don't see players do this early scout anymore. I mean, just come out at about 1 minute and just come up here with SCV or whatever. You know, probe and scout this line. You can catch the Overlord out of position, get a good scout on it, and instantly know your opponent's spawning locations, but he's not going to go for that. But he is guessing the right way. He's going to come up here and scout his opponent towards the top. And it looks like CheckPrimeWE is going to move his Overlord over here on the right side. Can't get it too far over here to the right because, of course, there's not enough room to move your Overlord around, and, you know, Marines, anything like that, can't shoot it. He scouts out that first hatchery. And we don't have any gas yet, so this is a late gas here from Check. And it looks like he's sending some Marines across the map. He is on his way. And are we going to see a SCV lay down a bunker? Maybe. There's a little place here you can put a bunker and sneak a Marine in here. That's pretty imbalanced. That has not been patched yet, so something you can do as a Terran player against Zerg. What you do is you just run a Marine in here into this little spot, and then you build a bunker, and then nothing can attack this until the Queen comes out. And you don't even have to finish the bunker because they can't attack it anyway. Nice little trick there. And is he going to pressure this? It looks like he is not going to pressure it. And what do we have here? Factory reactor build. So reactor Hellion build coming out here. Definitely been a super popular build from MLG. Already have a spine crawler going down. Did he scout that? I don't think he actually scouted that. Nope, hasn't scouted yet, but he's going to see it as soon as all these Zerglings appear. But it looks like is SC going to try and defend this? Looks like this SCV is going to get killed. SC's SCV is going to get killed. There he goes. And this SCV, where is he going? Is he going to try and sneak in there and get some scouting information while the Zergs are chasing him down? And it looks like they have the reactor switch, and he has not scouted this yet. But it'd probably be something safe to assume expansion going to go down. It is really kind of the flavor of the month to go fast Hellions against Zerg. Man, that guy's going to get away. It's going to be a long time for his speed gets finished for those Zerglings. So one spine crawler is done, but he doesn't have anything in the back here defending his base, so they can easily run the Hellions right here in the back and just kind of deny it mining for the time being. Still very effective. You don't have to actually kill anything with the Hellions to be effective. You can easily just go back there, like I said, just deny mining, and that's just going to be a lot of minerals they're not going to be able to get. But it looks like he's not in any type of rush to do that. Nice micro from the Hellions there, not taking any damage, and looks like he's going to come over here to save this SCV and not even going to attempt to push in the base there. So the second spine crawler isn't going to have any use yet, but there are more Hellions coming out. And what do we have here? We've got more barracks going to go up. Tech lab coming on this one. It's probably going to start researching STEM. Command center going to go up. The Hellions do allow for the Terran player to gain map control and easily take that fast expansion. So a Roach Warren coming up here. Critical position of this Roach Warren to block this as much as possible. That way the Hellions just can't run on in, get up your ramp, then you're in trouble. This way they're kind of forced to go through kind of a maze of sorts. If you ever played any tower defense, that's the general idea. And he's kind of out of range here, but he has to watch out. The Queen is up here on the top of the ground, and those Hellions take quite a bit of damage. They are too beefy. Like the position of these Marines here. And the Roach Warren is up, so Roaches are going to pop out here pretty soon. We have Hellions coming out and Marauders coming out, Stimpak coming out, and just SC with just some really light harassment on this Roach Warren. That thing is actually kind of dropping life there, but he could easily transfuse that and heal up 125 life and kind of make these Hellions lose a day. Oh no, he needs to watch out there. He's taking some damage from that spine crawling. Just barely moving those back just a little bit. He's a precision with these Hellions, but he's not paying attention now, and those Zerglings do have speed, and they're going to come out here and kill 2 Hellions, so good trade there for the Zerg player. He's got a nice build-up of Hellions here. Hasn't started Blue Flame. He's just going to skip the Blue Flame, go for it looks like Marauder. So we're going to see a Hellion Marauder combination here with Stim. Concussive Shell's not yet being researched. He's expanding right now, still on 1 gas. Probably going to transfer some SCVs out here pretty soon. 20 Zerglings come out, and building some more Spine Crawlers, so we've got CheckPrime really wants to stay alive here. Surprised he hasn't made a single Roach, though. Maybe he's aware of this Hellion Marauder transition. And in this case, going Mass Zerglings will be pretty useful. Roaches do die very quickly to Marauders, and he's going to come up here from the high ground and get some free Zergling kills. Oh my gosh, taking a lot of damage there and taking even more damage. That was definitely worth it for SC, and it looks like we're going to try and have a Zergling counterattack. Not quite sure what we're going to do down here with these guys. At least maybe go out and do some scouting, check for any type of quick third, something like that, but probably more than likely just going to have it in position up here to come up and go for a counterattack whenever the Terran player does decide to push out another gas. Going to go down, taking his 3rd gas so far, and it looks like he's going to swap some stuff around here. He's started combat shields. He's making 2 more barracks. He's probably going to swap this starport down here, or actually maybe he's going to swap it up there. Mass produce some Marines and Marauders. Maybe start researching Blue Flame or tanks. We will find out here. He's got enough energy, or sorry, gas. Start siege tech. What's he making? Tank up. Okay, probably going to have to go for those siege tanks coming up here pretty soon. And we have a Spire going up, so this is just buying time for CheckPrime to get those Mutalisks out. Even starting a macro hatchery in his base. That has definitely been catching on. I've seen so many Zerg players go for the macro hatchery in their main or their expansion before they actually take their 3rd. So a little wall going off down here. 3rd base going up for CheckPrime on the left side of the map, and has he scouted that? No, has not scouted that yet. Kind of interested to see what type of timing attack we're going to see here from SC. I mean, at this point, he's probably going to get about 3 or 4 tanks and then go in for a push, or if he needs to watch out those Roaches. Not really doing too much damage, just a little bit. And we're going to have a drop here in the back. Marines stimming in. There's nothing in here to kill any of these units. He's going to get quite a few kills, killed a couple drones. He's going to be able to get back there behind that spawning pool and deal quite a bit of damage. He can easily just pick those up before he loses any of them, but he's kind of busy elsewhere, I guess. And there, he finally picks them up. But that is the problem whenever you try to do the wall off. Whoops, we had some Roaches down here destroying some Hellions. But like I was saying, that is a problem down here. Whenever you try to put a spawning pool to block stuff, they can, come in here and just use it as a wall against you. So that is kind of one of the downsides against using buildings to block off against Terran players that use Marine drops. So let's check how many kills he actually got there. 4 worker kills, I guess. Probably about 4. Sounds about right. Names are kind of confusing. I'll just keep those removed. So the 3rd base is up. And a big push coming out right now. So as he can hit the drone timing, oh, look at that, 12 drones being made right now. This is really, really good timing for SC. And it looks like CheckPrime is going to see this. He's simming coming forward. He's going to have to kill a lot of creep tumors. There's a lot there, actually. Marauders wipe those up pretty quickly. And Muta coming in from behind. And if he can get enough Muta, he can just come in here and flood these Marines. Where's his tank going? Oh, no, this tank, he's got some... Oh, poor tank. That guy didn't know what hit him. He was looking the wrong direction. That was his problem. He was looking over here at BJ's Clam Shack, obviously. He was checking to see what the specials were for today. Oh, jeez. So still keeping an eye here on the 3rd for CheckPrime. And these Mutalisks are going to have map control for the time being. Not that many Marines out. Upgrade-wise, +1 on the way. 1 medevac out. He did lose that one earlier. 24 Zerglings coming out. And hasn't got this other gas yet. Supply fairly close considering how far we're on in the game. And man, these Mutalisks just getting a couple kills here. Simming just 3 Marines trying to scare him away, and these Mutalisks are getting kind of low. Looks like he just lost one right there. Let's check the old spinning tab army. Mostly favoring the Terran player at this point. Economy obviously favoring the Zerg. He's got a huge harvester count, 67 versus 52. Good lead right there. 7 more Mutalisks coming out, and then another base being built, but he's going to intercept this right here with the Hellions. That drone is going to get toasted. And it looks like we're going to see SC try and push this third base, but it's not really going to matter because we've got CheckPrime with a huge counterattack here with the Zerglings and nothing at the base to defend with unless some missile turrets and some walls. So he's going to be able to do some damage in here. And Mutalisk coming in. Nice counterattack. I love the Zerg counterattacks. And really it's going to force SC just to put a lot of more damage here and a drop at the top. Drops going over here, and a slow push here at the expansion is going to have to pull those Zerglings away. And picking those guys up. But it looks like this expansion is going to fall eventually now, and it looks like he's going to lose this. So they're going to trade bases here, and this is easily favoring a Zerg player. He's going to, the longer they go into the game, it's nicer to have that one extra base just because you have more mining. And he's going to siege up here. It looks like he's going to go for an attack up the top of this ramp. He doesn't really want those tanks to siege, and he's going to lose some Banelings. Yes, he's going to lose some Banelings. He needs to watch out that drone. He's going to get picked off. And he does have a lot of spine crawlers, so that's going to slow down this push a little bit. How many Mutalisks are out on the map right now? 9, so he's lost a little bit. Working on taking up this base. Creep is receding. And he needs to watch out the tanks. Oh, wow, those tanks are so low. Those Mutalisks just come there and snipe him, and that's really going to hamper SC's push. There are just so many Zerglings out on the map. He can run straight into this army and surround it and pretty much wipe it out if he gets a good concave and a surround on this. Let the Banelings come in from behind and just trash them. And getting up against the wall there. Nice their job from SC. That's about all he can do at this point. And let the Banelings get in there. They really don't even need to get in there. This is just getting cleaned up at this point by CheckPrime. He's even building a base at the gold base in the middle at the same time. He's like, you know what, just taking out that base, build another base over here, build 2 bases. And SC, FXOsC is back here still mining on this one base. So the further this game goes on, the better it's looking for a Zerg player. Looks like there's a stranded Marine here caught behind the shroud getting taken out. Mutalisk upgrades, none yet. +1 attack upgrade for the Zerglings. And this game is looking pretty bad here for SC. He's kind of running out of options. And these units down here just keep an eye on this expansion. Maybe setting up for another counterattack as soon as he pushes out. He's got a lot of Marines, a lot of medevacs, so the really only thing he has to worry about are those Banelings. Those can do some serious damage to his army. He's got about 3 tanks out, 1 Viking, a lot of medevacs, so we'll probably see a lot of stim here. +1. Oh, he actually, oh wow, that was researching. I think the armory was, or sorry, the engineering bay was researching. He lost that in that counterattack. And Lays is going to go for a push here, captain to kill some more creep timbers. CheckPrime, nice job with all the creep timber kills. And his tank's not sieged yet. Marine's getting completely surrounded. He's got to stim, run away. Tank's now sieging. He's got to focus down and kill those Banelings. And looks like the Banelings are not going to do too much damage. And he did lose all of his tanks though, but they did their job. They did the tanking. And does he know about this expansion? He has to see. Yep, he does see that. He has the Zelnaga Tower, of course. And pushing out with another attack, more tanks coming out. Let's check his production here. Mostly barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport. Doesn't have that many bases to go from, so he actually can't produce that many units at once. Let's check the harvester count. 55 versus 33. Zerg players still with a sizable lead. Mining off that gold base for sure, and has all this extra gas coming out too. Big attack here coming in. He needs to watch out there. So many Banelings. No tanks to be seen. Marines need to keep running. Medevacs are stuck in the back. They're going to be picked off by Banelings. Tanks frantically sieging, but it looks like they're just going to die. So many units here from the Zerg player. Everything's just getting mopped up. Where are these Marines coming from? They're just coming in from behind. Looks like the Zerg is going to get flanked here, but he needs to know, watch out those Marines. Oh, a lot of them getting taken out there by the Banelings because they're just rolling past all those Marines trying to get out. There's so many medevacs, and all these supply depots are going to be burning down to the ground here. All of these are going to probably burn down at the same time. Tank is going to get taken out. Nope. Marines there. 3 Marines taking that up, but there's going to be plenty of Mutalisks. Look at all these medevacs. There are so many medevacs. That is just not good there. Now he's coming back. Lost 2 of those buildings, unfortunately, but Marines still 1-0. 28 Zerglings coming out. That's going to be nice. Attack upgrades 1-1. They're 1-1 right now, so they do have the armor lead and supply lead going to the Zerg player. So this is going to have to do some awesome micro here from the Terran player to get back in this. Tank sieging up at the high ground, but he's going to get picked off by the Mutalisks. The Zerg's now getting a nice run here on all the Marines. He needs to pick him up from those medevacs, land on the high ground. Stimming. He needs to kill these Marines. And it looks like he's barely going to make it out of there. There's just so many medevacs healing. He's about 1 medevac per Marine at this point. That's what you like to see from a Terran player. They got the best health plan in the world. It's just a medevac flying above you, healing as you get hurt. That's the best health plan I've ever heard of. And he might actually take out this expansion. 11 Banelings coming though, a lot of Zerglings coming. And this base will fall, but he has mined quite a bit of gas out of there. A little bit of minerals too, so that's easily paid for itself. These medevacs probably need to get repaired. So I have to give it to SC. He's playing down and out, but he's applying pressure with what the few units he has. And still no Mutalisk upgrades for CheckPrime. Picking off Marine there. Looks like he's going to go for another push. He loves pushing up the side of the map. And he's going to pick off some creep tumors. Man, CheckPrime is just so great with this creep tumor. That's like the 3rd or 4th time he's had to push up through here, killing off creep tumors. So some long distance gas mining there. Plenty of Banelings. That's something you do not want to see as a Terran player, going mass Marines and only having 2 tanks. Medevac count getting still pretty high, but quite low on the HP. Look at this one right here, just about 6 life. And is this going to be a counterattack or just a scouting party? Looks like this is going to turn into a counterattack. Or just an attack at this point. He's actually not attacking, and he's just going to come in here, hold position with those Zerglings. Nope, going to go straight for that bunker. Any repair is going to go on. It's trying to repair, but he really can't get in there to heal it. All going to get taken out, and so many SCVs are falling right now. Mutalisks attacking here at the front, going to get fought off, and looks like he's going to be able to fight that off, but losing quite a few SCVs. He was up to 33 at one point, only now down to 20. So unfortunately, SC is playing from behind. Still another base going to go down here for CheckPrime on the left side of the map. And that just seems like it's across the other side of the world. I don't see any way that SC is going to be able to get him over here, apply pressure to this base without just, losing his in return. There's so many Mutalisks out at this point. If he does a medevac drop, it's just going to get destroyed so fast. Tank sieging up over here on the right side of the map, building up some missile turrets. He might try fortifying this position with some missile turrets, 2 or 3 tanks, and then try and go for an attack on his base with some drops. And he has some type of weird sense here. He knows those Mutalisks are coming over to the right side of the map, and he's ready to intercept them. And no, he's going the wrong direction, getting quite a few more SCV kills. But nice reaction there, going to pull them back before he loses way too many. And actually had to fly his command center from the main over here to this gold base. So even though he's down by about 40 supply, SC is still in this game. He wants to keep going here, not giving up. But losing quite a few SCVs. Oh, wow, getting a nice trap here on those. Oh, nice. Very nice. Look at that. That's what I was talking about earlier. You cannot get away from Marines over here on the right side of the map. But look at this army down here. So many units. +2 attack, +1 armor. He can just basically A-move in here. I think he's just going to wipe everything out. This command center is quite low. And here he goes at the wrong time. He's pushing out, and he's going to get in there and get a lot more kills. He's going to be on 1 mining base. And he burrowed some Banelings right there. That's going to be sneaky. Oh, this is going to be mean. This is going to be mean if he walks right here. He's kind of baiting him over here. Look at him. He's just waiting. He's just waiting. He scans. Oh, nice scan there from SC. He's not being fooled. He's like, I saw you burrow those Banelings. You ain't going to get me. And Zergling's just being rallied in here, getting taken out. So SC ain't no fool. And still in this and coming in with another big attack. But, oh, no, wow. He's being very, very cost-effective right here. I thought that was going to go so badly, but scanning. He doesn't see the Baneling. It looks like he finally got it there. He needs to watch out. He's going to try and pick off some tanks, but there are Marines there still with that +1 attack upgrade. 4 Infestors on the way. That's what he's going to need. That's going to be the tide changer. He really needs to start doing some drops now. He kind of gave himself an advantage here by winning that fight, and just as I say that, here he goes, going off to do some drops. I like that. There are some Zerglings down here or at his main to defend with, so that's going to be nice. So I don't know exactly how much he's going to be able to accomplish with that drop, but at least he'll be able to apply some pressure, and hopefully that'll reduce some pressure on him. Zerg trying to go in for another attack, but it looks like just kind of baiting him over here. Not sure where that drop went to. Kind of lost. There it is. And yeah, those guys are just getting eaten up right as they're hitting the ground there. But he's going to learn from his mistakes and go over here. Maybe take out the Spire. That'd be a huge hit. Drop here, take out the Spire. That'd be a nice big attack here at the expansion for SC. And looks like he's going to fight it off. He's got some tanks up there. No attack upgrades yet. Landing is going to take out an Evolution Chamber. That's going to get rid of that +2 armor upgrade. Queen's coming. Zergling's coming up, but quickly it gets picked up there. Infestor's going to try and snag him. Catch himself a medevac, but nope. He's going to be dropped over here and work on a overlord. But quickly, nice reaction time here from CheckPrime. Going to take out all those Marines. And SC is not paying attention. Those medevacs have been working over duty so far this game. Lots of stim going on. We have a drop over here on the left. He's going to take out some spine crawlers. Bailing's being morphed over here. And I really like the counterattacking here from SC. And he's going to get a nice fungal on there. Oh, he doesn't get the medevac. He's going to sneak out of there. Nope, he's just kind of letting it die. Figures no point to bother with that. Scan going to go down. Has to watch out for those burrowed banelings. CheckPrime has shown those burrowed banelings, so you have to keep that in mind as you play out through the rest of the game. It's not like they just lose their upgrade. They forget about it. Siege tank's getting in position. And he has a lot of Marines. Let's check the unit counting tab. Whoa, 102 Marines versus 54 Zerglings. It's usually the other way around. And the Terran player's kind of macroed himself into a lead. And I don't know if CheckPrime was just screwing around those last couple attacks or something, but the supply is favoring the Terran player. Now SC in the lead, and it's not looking too good. Fungals are going to go down, but I don't know how many infestors he has. He's got 4, plenty of energy in there. And it looks like he's going to have to lose this base corruptor out. That guy gets killed. And no, he's going to sneak out of there just in the nick of time. Needs to watch out for these rally points coming from this expansion here. And pushing in, I don't know if those mutalisks are going to be able to accomplish anything. Has only 1 attack upgrade. He's going to get a nice fungal. Good fungal there. Deal some damage. He's going to need a second one if he wants to kill off those Marines, though. There he goes. There's a second one. But here's the point. Here he goes. Looks like the Zerg is pushing in here. Infestor's going to try and get some nice fungals. And wow, all over the place. Bailey's just killing everything. There's still so many medevacs left, though, that these Marines, just a small group of Marines here, is just they're just insane. I mean, you need so much to deal with this. It looks like the Greater Spire is just about ready to finish. We're going to have some Broodlords coming out. 22 Zerglings on the way. Supply's got about 2,000 gas, so he can easily afford some Broodlords. 5 Broodlords coming out, but there's so many Marines that those guys can just walk up. And oh no, these Broodlords in the worst possible spot. He can just walk up there and pick those off before they finish morphing. And oh no, that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to lose all these Broodlords. He's going to be forced to cancel them. And oh my gosh, he just lost so much time there in investment. And these infestors have no energy. And is he going to be able to clean this up? He's got plenty of Zerglings, and yeah, he does clean up. But those medevacs are going to be picked off there. But that was such a nice push there by SC. I didn't think he was going to be able to accomplish half of what he's done so far. In the second half of this game, he's taken out this base. He's taken out this base, and now and also this gold base, while securing his own third. So I kind of counted him out of the game a little too early, but we just with so many Marines here. That is pretty crazy. He hasn't really got any more upgrades on the Marines. Kind of low on gas at this point, so I can't really fault him on that. Burrowed Zergling back here. Looks like another base is being built for CheckPrime on the left side of the map. And once again, FXOsC pushing up along the left side of the map here. He only has about 2 tanks and obviously a lot of Marines. He has so many Marines at this point. I don't even know if there's enough infested Terran to deal with this, or sorry, in fungal growth to deal with this. He has 2 Broodlords out. That's going to be nice, but there's just so many Marines. I don't know how he's going to be able to deal with this. And oh no, losing some very valuable mutalisks right there. Supply dropping now down to below 100 for both players. Broodlords are out, and those things will be able to do some nice friendly fire damage to those Marines on the tanks. Fungal going to go down, only going to grab 3. Kind of not worth it considering how many Marines he has left back here. And these Broodlords need to be watched out. He's kind of baiting it out here. He needs to have to fungal or do something because he's going to lose some Broodlords, and he has 2 Viking picking one off. And he really needs to keep these Broodlords. They're very valuable. And running into some more Marines, he's going to lose a Broodlord. Dies to the Viking, and another attack coming up on the right side of the map here. Looks like we had a counter-taker from some Zerglings. And over here on the left side of the map, he's just losing his infestors, and CheckPrime is not looking so good right here. Zerglings coming here, going to try and take out some tanks, and it looks like he's going to be able to deal some damage, but no, there's just way too many Marines, and nice burrowed some Zerglings right there. Scan going to go down, doesn't even going to matter. He's going to be able to scan that, take those burrowed banelings out. And this is just not looking good at all for CheckPrime. He had such a big lead. And I think he was just kind of toying with him at that far into the game, like at the expansion. Nice banelings taking out some more Marines, but these infestors, they really just need to burrow. He kind of forgot he can burrow, needs to get out of there. Some more burrowed Zerglings over here on the right, more Marines pushing up the right side of the map. That gold base is mined out or had to relocate. And Marines pushing across the map, and this game has been going on and on. Zerglings killing some reinforcements. Let's check the upgrades of those guys. 2-2. Marines, still 1 attack upgrade, 0 armor. Supply now below 28 for both players, but this Terran player has such a beefy army, and there we have it, the game over. or the GG. There was the GG. He did the little trick there. If you pause the game, say GG, and then leave, it does it reverse. So it's a little tip for you guys out there. But wow, what a comeback from FXOsC. I thought he was out. I mean, lost like a huge push. Didn't really accomplish much of anything. And I don't know. I just kind of feel like at that one point, whenever he had the Terran player, whenever CheckPrime had the Terran player trapped in his base at his expansion, after that first big attack, killed so many SCVs. He was up by like what 30 SCVs at some point. But oh man, and he was kind of like just burrowed like 10 banelings right in front of him and like baiting him back when he could have just walked into the fight and just, you know. So I don't know if he was trying to do some tricky stuff to be fancy or if he was actually playing for reals. But personally, it just looked like he was kind of messing around with him, and it kind of turned around to bite him at the end of the game here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. You can check out more of my videos at youtube.com/EonShiKeno. If you like my stuff, you can subscribe. And that's it for me. I hope everybody had some fun. See everybody later. This commentary brought to you by BJ's Clam Shack, where you'll come for the clams and stay for the BJ's.